on divorce court today. When they first met, she says he lied about everything, but she married him anyway. Now, Antreé and Davies have spent a decade together, have 3 children, and want to call it quits. She says he's a womanizer and a gamer. He says she's disrespectful and belittling. Antreé McDaniel and Davies McDaniel have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Mr. and Mrs. McDaniel, you're fighting over a van because you finally decided to get a divorce after 3 years of separation. I want to know how you made it as long as you did. You say, Ms. McDaniel, that from the day you met him, he did nothing but lie to you.
Yes, Judge.
Give me some examples of the things that he told you that you ultimately found were not true.
Well, from day one, he's done nothing but lie. I mean, mind you, even in the dating stage, he told me he had a car. Not only did he not have a car, this car was in the shop, and he didn't even have a license to drive a car. He lied about his relationship status. He told me that he was single, but he was living with someone. Mind you, an older woman who he tends to always gravitate towards someone who can take care of him. I mean, she had kids as old as him. Wow. And and then they wound up even having a baby together. Like, he was 20-something and she was like almost 50 years old. He lied about his education. I was in school in New Orleans at the time. And, you know, I'm in college, I'm in university. He hadn't even gotten his GED yet.
Well, what did he say? He said he had graduated from high school, or he said he was college?
He told me he graduated from high school, but it came
got his
out
GED.
that he had not gotten it.
Oh, he had not gotten
No,
his
he had
GED.
not.
Did you learn about these lies prior to marrying the man?
Yes, I did. I did.
What made you think that a man who tells as many and the magnitude of the lies he told, why would you marry him?
Judge, before we met, I was like on this spiritual awakening. You know, I'm in college, so, you know, you experience all kind of things. I was celibate. You know, I was just being me and just saying that love is love and I love everybody and it doesn't matter.
What were you studying in college?
I was in pharmacy school.
You were in pharmacy school?
Yes.
So you were on a spiritual awakening.
Yes, I was
and you were loving life and knowledge and
working
education.
out and exercising and eating good, just feeling good about everything.
Which makes that all the more confounding that you would marry a guy who lies to you about everything.
Now, I did say I was celibate, so, you know, maybe he gave me that attention. He might have put it on me, and it just blew my mind, I guess.
Well, good for you, Mr. McDaniels. Good for you. Let me talk to you for a moment, since we've gone in your direction here.
Right, thank you, Your Honor.
Is she accurate about all of those lies you told, or is that not really what happened?
Some of them are, but not all of them. Mm-hmm. When I met her, I was working.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like I was just a nobody. You know, I was working.
Where were you working at?
I was working at.
That's the last question you get to ask in here, Ms. Daniels,
yes,
Mr. Daniels.
I was working at McDonald's. I mean, it was a piece of job.
Hey, it's a job. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's.
Exactly.
It's better than not working. Don't rag on a man who has a job. If he's got a job, he's got a job, and it's all good. Now, go ahead.
So at the time, you know, I did tell her lies because I felt like I didn't want her to be all in my space, you know, knowing who I really was. But
Why would you not want her to know who you really were?
Well, because I grew up, you know, without my father. My mama was on drugs, so my life was kind of, I did me. You know, I pretty much did me, and I had to...
rose up and beyond those things that you were born into. Can I give you some advice,
Yes.
though?
Yes.
The only thing better than who you are is the fact that you could have been so much less. If you tell the whole story, people are even more enamored of you. You don't have to hide a bad past. Because having a bad past and being a great person, you know what I mean?
Thank
so
you,
you cool for that. I'm going to work with you for that.
Thank you.
What was your major problem with her?
At the time, well, she was lazy. You know, that's the thing that you don't see. You know, always late, never on time. I mean, as you saw, even when we stepped up, she was still running her mouth. You know, so always late. You know, and at the time, like, I didn't really see it until after years of being married, and then you separate, you know, then you see all the ugly stuff that you didn't see when you was in love, you know, but when you got out of love, you know, then you begin to see all the laziness that she has.
I also understand that you had a bit of trouble with her family.
Yes. They came to New Orleans for her graduation. They was all in a hotel room, and they figured they was gonna give me the 3rd degree, you know, because at the time, I didn't finish school, you know, but what she didn't tell you, I got my GED.
Now,
Mrs. McDaniel?
Yes, ma'am.
I call it the caterpillar effect, Your Honor. You know, she only saw the caterpillar, but what she didn't know that the caterpillar turned into the butterfly.
Now, and I get that, but I still want to talk about the family. What was her family doing that caused you concern?
You know, they figured that she should have married a doctor, a lawyer, or somebody, you know, that had an education or that was doing better than I was. You know, and plus what she had told them.
Were they a constant irritant? Did they do something, or it's just, I mean, because a lot of in-laws have bad opinions about the people that their child marries.
They didn't even know me, Your Honor. It was things that she had told them.
So what did they do? Was it just a one-time thing? What happened?
Oh yeah, they packed me in a hotel room and they just took shots, Your Honor.
So they grilled you?
They loaded up the gun and they just shot every which way. I was ducking from north, south, east, and west.
Did you ever see her family again, or was that the end of it?
Yes, like the next day they had came to the apartment that we was living in. You know, I still welcomed them because, you know, I have morals, you know, and respect. But like I told her, that's her family, so she had to deal with them.
Did you put the family in check?
Not exactly.
Once you married him? Why not?
I mean, yeah, once we got married, yes, I was always defending him all the time. He didn't think I did, but I was always defending him. And they got sick of...
Next, family troubles, money troubles, and trouble with other women. Are all three tearing this marriage apart? Divorce isn't easy. If you need help with your breakup, call toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Divorce Court, real relationships, raw emotion. Testimony continues now.
Now, has your family been all in it? I mean, you say you've defended him since you've been married, but were they causing trouble?
There was a little trouble. There was always something being said or even things that had been done. You know, they would even, like, pit our kids against him. You know, the kids noticed, well,
they pit your kids against him?
Yeah, because the kids would notice that, you know, he wasn't never invited to anyone's house or never came around, and so that caused them to ask questions. And, you know, I even had fallen out with some of my relatives because I was being faithful and devoted to him and to our cause. So, yeah,
is that true? I mean...
Your Honor, what I forgot to tell you was that her family tried to pay me to leave her alone.
How much?
It was like some hundreds of dollars that they paid.
They wanted you to go, but not $1,000.
Right.
I got you. Now, Ms. McDaniel, you say that you have concerns about whether or not Mr. McDaniel had cheated on you.
Concerns? I know he cheated on me.
Well, tell me about that.
From day one time he went out and kept my car. I had a final at school the next day. It was because he was with another woman.
That was, you know, my D. Macafella days. You know, that was those days.
Your what?
D. Macafella.
D. Macafella?
Yes, Your Honor. I was
a child.
I would
look at you, Joe, but I know you don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does D. Macafella mean?
I was doing me, Your Honor.
D.
Macafella.
Mac.
A fella.
A fella. I I swear I'm gonna start a the divorce court dictionary, and D. Macafella's gonna be in it. D. Macafella will definitely be in it. How long into the marriage did D. Macafella run things?
We was probably married 3 years, or yeah, something like 3 years when that all started.
When it started, or you finished?
Well, when you know, throughout the marriage, I stepped out because, you know, at times, you know, she was controlling. So at like times, you know, I had to get away or, you know, occupy my mind with some things.
In what manner was she controlling?
For instance, I had got my income tax check, and I had wanted a flat screen TV. She told me that we couldn't have a flat screen TV. You know, I wanted internet in the house. She told me it was more convenient to go to the library than to have internet at the house. You know, so she always wanted to control things.
Yeah. Were you economically able to really afford these things?
We could have afforded it, Your Honor.
You could have afforded
yes,
it? Yes,
we only had one child at the time. That was it, and we was living in an apartment that was like 500, you know, so...
How much were you making a month, though?
I was making maybe about $1,200 a month.
You couldn't afford it. I'm telling you right now, you couldn't afford it. If you got $500 for rent,
right,
and you got a kid, you got $700 left over for food, gas, you know, all of that kind of stuff. You don't have
that
money
was
for
included.
flat screen. Still, $700 a month for three people. You can't afford a flat screen TV. You wanted one, but you couldn't afford it.
It was my income tax, though, Your Honor.
But you put that in the bank. You know, if you lose your job, or if heaven forbid the car goes down, or the kid gets sick, or you need some new shoes, that's what that's for. It's not for flat screen TV. I'm going to give a seminar on disposable income because don't nobody know what it is.
When Divorce Court continues, are parenting issues and issues between the parents causing their children pain?
Do you think Antreé defends Davies strongly enough to her family? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now, 1-800-282-1991.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. McDaniels, you say you had a very important issue with Mrs. McDaniels, which is you felt that she didn't keep the kids clean and neat.
Correct.
And that, you know, she'd go out looking good and your kids were looking crazy.
Correct.
So you tell me what she was or was not doing with respect to the children.
Well, this particular day, Father's Day, you know, I came over to get the kids. The kids' clothes wasn't ironed, you know, their hair wasn't combed, you know, so I told her about it because she know how I am, you know, and she told me, well, you have a different opinion, you know, I look at things different. And as you can see, Your Honor, she's all buttered up, you know. She's all buttered up. You know, I feel that my kids should be
buttered up too.
Exactly.
Now, Ms. Daniels, would you send the kids to him looking crazy?
Judge, I love my children, and of course not. My children are very well taken care of. I mean, sometimes I was slack. I'm a busy woman. I have to get up and fix them breakfast. He comes over already dressed and think everything's just gonna be okay. Well, when you come over, why don't you help and do some of those little things that you want done, as opposed to just, you know, coming down on me for it in front of the kids.
You did say they had rusty knees and elbows. You know what I mean? You get a little lotion, rub that on there.
Exactly. You know,
and you can knock that rust off really easy.
I'm a father, Your Honor.
You know?
I'm a father. I'm not a weekend dad. I'm in our kids' life. She can attest to that.
And I'm glad you brought that up because she said something very hurtful to you about the nature of your fathering. You had asked her, she said, don't you think I'm a good father? And she said that you were simply decent. What were you talking about that made you ask that question, and why were you so hurt about the decent remark?
I was just asking, and when I did ask it, you know, she said I was a decent father. Now, Your Honor, I'm more than adequate. You know, I've been there since day one, you know.
Ms. McDaniels, why do you think he's only a decent father?
There were a lot of things going on where, you know, he may have been out cheating or out playing video games, not taking that time and investing it into the children the way he should have, or investing it into our family. So I might have said decent, and I might have been a little salty
Were
at the
you
time.
a little less than doting as a father? I mean, decent is, you know, I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but were you super involved? PTA?
Football, basketball, teaching them the word of God. Taught my son how to play chess, spending quality time, not just time, Your Honor, but spending quality time with my kids.
He sounded pretty good over here. You know?
But do you think that womanizing and staying out all night and playing video games and not working is a good example to set for your young sons?
Here's what I will say to you, Mr. McDaniels. You know, fathering is not just about spending quality time with their children. When you have two parents and one parent is kicking the other parent in the gut, you know, running around on your wife kicks her in the gut, you are destabilizing 50% of their foundation. And that causes them great difficulty and causes them great harm. So I believe that she's assessing that entire picture. You know what I mean?
Right. But that goes both ways. Like, both parents have, instilled into our kids. So,
right.
Yes.
No, I get that. I get that. But you understood what I said about kicking the other dude. There's a four-legged table. You kicking two of the legs out, that destabilizes the table.
We cripple.
No matter how many books and food and all you got on top of the table, you destabilize. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right. I got you.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282-1991 to answer today's question. You'll receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
Mrs. McDaniels, I understand why things ended. I don't think you're a bad guy, Mr. McDaniels. I thought you were a bad guy when I read your petition, but I think you're a guy that is in progress. You are in growth. The facade is wonderful. The heart has to be there. And the next time you get a woman, I don't know if you got one now or not, don't tell me. Don't say I do if you really don't.
I loved her, though, Your Honor, when I married her.
I understand that.
You know?
I believe you. I believe you, Ms. McDaniel. Why don't you tell me why you believe that car should remain in your possession?
Your Honor, I held a job down for 7 years, paying all the bills, rent, car insurance, gas. And mind you, both of our names is on the title, but I believe that I should keep the van. We took out an $18,000 loan, and I paid about 97% of that.
Wow.
So why shouldn't it be mine?
Okay, Mr. McDaniels, your response to her belief that she should have the car.
When we purchased the van, like, she wasn't even working. She had just started working when we purchased the van. We have both paid on the van, but my thing is this, Your Honor. She already has a 2005 car. It's times where I need to, pick up the kids or bring them to baseball practice or football practice.
That's not my fault or my responsibility.
Mrs. McDaniel, let me ask you this. Is that the only car that you have? Or do you have another car?
She has another car.
You have two cars?
The van isn't even working, and yes, I do have a car that is working. But it should be at my disposal to do whatever I want to do with it. If I want to sell it for $2,000, I should be able to do that because I put the most money and invested the most into it. I shouldn't be responsible for him getting his children to and from.
That's not how it works. Let me tell you how it works. You get married, you combine your thing, whoever made more money, this, that, or the other thing, but you divide those major assets in an equitable fashion. If the van was your only mode of transportation and you run around with the kids, he wouldn't get anywhere near. But you got a car and it's working. You don't get to keep both of them. Mr. McDaniel, continue on your growth. Ms. McDaniel, next time you get a guy, don't go for the line, go for the look. What's he doing? What's he doing? Don't listen to what he's saying.
Yes,
watch what he's doing. And then and only then, if he's doing the right thing for a long period of time, then and only then do you hook up with him. Judgment in favor of Mr. McDaniels. It is so ordered.
Antreé and Davies respect the judge's ruling and are trying to become better role models for their children. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.